Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Happy Friday, y'all. January 2nd, 2026. Today's Big Bow Friday, and it's got a little twist. So whenever you get here, say hey. My name is Amy from A to Z Designs. If you don't see a red box up there above me somewhere, that means you're catching the replay, and that is totally fine because you were going to comment the word pig, P-I-G. We have a pig tonight, and she is full of love, and she is a large Marge. She is 19 inches tall, y'all. She's a pig, and she is 19 inches tall for Miss Heather. I see you, Heather. What are you doing, girl? So comment pig. That's going to get you a message from my page, and in that message is going to be the link to get the large Marge pig. But you guys, come on in. What are y'all doing? We have colors that we're going to use tonight. I've got 5 of them. We're going to paint her up. You haven't even seen large Marge, but she's really stinking cute. So I just shared this into the broadcast channel so that they know we are live. Y'all come on in. Let's get this party started. Let's have a great time tonight. Let me grab the large Marge herself. Look how big she is, y'all, and she's got shoes. She's got high heels, and she's got big bows because it's Big Bow Friday. And you may be wondering why she has no legs. Well, because we're going to connect the shoes to the body with ribbon. Look how stinking cute she is, y'all. I'm so excited for this. So excited. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by painting the frame. There's like an outline to this. So I'm going to lift it off and kind of punch it out at the pieces out at the same time. As you can see, that's what I'm doing right now. You don't have to do it, babe. It's okay. I got it. We have the backseat crafter tonight, y'all, for a hot second. Oh, this will be easy to paint. Don't get rid of this and be extra careful. She's very delicate. Okay. Before I hand him anything else, though, I'm going to grab my tape boards and we're going to place all of the things down. So this is going to be the same color as her face. I'm going to slide that over. That's going to be a darker pink. So this is going to be, her face don't fit. Y'all, look how big her face is. Check this out. She's very big. She's a large Marge. Look, and this board needs to go in the trash. Okay, that's the bow. This piece right here is part of her arm. So let me put that up here. This piece is part of her arm. So I'm going to put that right there. Okay, so that is her body, or the parts that we're going to paint in the pink color. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside somewhere. I have nowhere to set things because everything got moved. All right, so now this is going to be white because it's like a collar. This is going to be black because these are her little hooves, right? And then I want to do, I'm going to put that right there. Her letters in black as well. Hey, friends. Oh, she's going to look great in your kitchen. I know, Heather's losing her mind. I sent her a sneak peek earlier. I'm glad she's losing her mind. It's a piggy. All right, so that's going to be black. Okay, so now I got to figure out. Okay, this, and this is all going to be like her dress. What do you mean painted black since I'm using it? It's white. This right here. And her shoes. I think I'm going to do her shoes in black.
Throw it on the top of that sheet right there. No, gladly.
We are getting things organized.
I'll lay it out.
We are getting things organized before we get to painting her. So I'm showing you, this is how I organize all my stuff. In case you wanted to know. Okay, so that's black. Now, this is white. So Zach, don't paint these in black. These are going to go white over here. Look.
Which ones are white?
Right, these. Okay, then she's got her big nose. All right, so her nose is actually going to be painted a different color. But I don't know what to do with this. So I'm going to set that over there. Okay. Then we've got the love, which I think I'm going to do the love in red. Okay. So we need a board for that. I did redo my tape boards. I redid 4 of them today, y'all. Or tonight, just a little bit ago. All right, so that's going to be red. This is going to be red. Y'all come on in, hit the heart button, comment the word pig. She is 19 inches tall, and she is 25% off until midnight.
And that's just the body. That doesn't include the feet.
Oh, I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
I was misinformed. Okay, so now we just got to figure out her bow. The bows are going to be the pink color. Okay, here we go. We're getting there. I don't know about a raccoon. Paint everything first, then assemble. Yes. Autumn wants a Zach and Amy competition. A paint off, a craft off. I don't even know what we would do. You know, Zach?
No.
All right, here's her other shoe. I'm obsessed with her shoes because they are high heels. They have a heel. Okay, so this is going to be the background. So really, y'all, none of the background has to be painted because all of the pieces...
You could even get fancy and just paint all that.
You could, but we don't have to paint any of this. Nada. Nothing. Okay, so I'm going to set that over there. And, okay, Zach, here you go. This is supposed to be black, too.
You haven't even made that board yet.
It's right here.
Okay. Thank you.
I took the white off.
Okay.
All right, so for the bows, these are going to be done in fuchsia pop. Okay, because I want them to be nice and bright. So I'm going to lay that there. Hi, guys. I'm painting a large pig. She is large and she is in charge. And her name is Marge. So I'm going to grab a makeup sponge and we're going to just do all of this in the fuchsia pop. Most likely, yeah, 100% positive. We will need to do 2 coats on this. Maybe 3. Sometimes the pinks are a little funky Cole Medina.
That's why I picked black.
Yeah, that's true. Do I remember that song by Tone Loc? Funky Cole Medina. What'd y'all do today? We went to the mall.
Not just the mall.
We went to the Galleria
The mall.
in downtown Dallas.
No, that's not downtown.
Not downtown, but
Uptown Dallas.
uptown Dallas. Uptown, Zach says. Whatever that means. So we went to the mall to use Jackson's Christmas money, or to see what he could find. And he did buy some pants and a shirt.
I think from what you had told me, he learned some lessons.
He did learn some lessons today because, you know, he has a very expensive taste when it comes to clothes. Now, mind you, we did go to Hollister. I think the pants were like $40, maybe. And the shirt was $30 or $25.99. And it was like 30% off. That wasn't too bad. Like, that's kind of going rate for clothes nowadays, right? Well, there was this one store he really wanted to go to. It's called Supreme. And, like, y'all, the shirts were in a bag, like a garment bag that was clear. So that when people were handling them, I guess, as they shop, like their fingerprints don't get, the oils from their hands don't get all over the shirts. Well, he came across this sweatshirt, y'all, It was $129. And he wanted it. And he had the money to buy it. Okay? And he kept looking at me and he's like, Mom, this is going to be all of my money. And I'm like, yeah, pretty much. He's like, can you just buy it for me? And I'm like, no, sir. I'm not just going to drop $130 on a sweatshirt that you're not going to be able to wear in probably a year and a half.
You have to fight with me just to drop that on a pair of shoes for him.
Yeah. So I was like, let's go eat some lunch at the food court and let's think about it. Because I told him, I'm like, dude, there are so many other places that have similar items, right, that you can get that are cheaper. So we walked down to this one place. It was called Urban Planet, I believe. Y'all, there were stores in there that I've never heard of. And there were similar style clothes, and a sweatshirt that was kind of like the one he wanted to drop all that money on was $40. And he looked at me like, oh, but it wasn't like the exact style he wanted. So needless to say, he walked out only spending $45 today and did not get the expensive sweatshirt because I think he had like a light bulb moment of, holy crap, like this is my money and like, I'm not going to spend that much on a sweatshirt. Whenever I did see it potentially a lot cheaper, but not quite the style that I wanted. So, and Dylan didn't get anything.
Dylan was just there for the entertainment.
He was just there. He just like wanted to walk with us. So anyways, that's the deal with the mall situation. All right, I'm going to set that over there and we're going to hop over here and work on our Tuscan red. It is expensive.
They bring a friend with them. They brought 2 friends with them.
Can't wait to get the stuff I ordered from you. Hi, Shasta.
How did they interact with? Did they ask like the?
Don't do this at home. Don't use your teeth.
Did they ask like Audrey, for example, hey, what do you think of this
Nope,
outfit?
none of that happened. Nope. Zero.
What about Key? They didn't ask for.
Nope.
Really? They just went with their pure.
They were in the zone.
Instinct.
Yep. So this is Tuscan red. We're going to do the hearts and we're going to do, the hearts. So I mean, it's really nice mall. They have an ice skating rink in the bottom floor. Lots of great places to eat. I tried Charlie's Philly cheesesteaks for the first time today. Jackson loves that place. So that's where we ate lunch. And then we came home. It was getting busy. Waited in line for boba tea. Well, the line wasn't the problem. It was getting your drink that was the problem. They had one person making all of the boba teas.
Jackson is boba tea.
And we probably waited 20-25 minutes for that.
Wait, did he convince you to pay for that, or?
I paid for that.
Oh man.
I paid for that.
Oh. Man.
Then we got some macaroons I paid for. We got a cookie I paid for. Yeah, I'm not going to make him pay for the boba tea.
I did when we went Christmas shopping. He wanted a silly drink like that. I'm like, no, you got money, go. He's like, I don't know if they take Apple Pay. They do.
No, I didn't make him buy that.
I made him buy this silly
You're
drink.
mean.
I am mean. I made him buy a silly drink. Now, if it was like a slushie, I probably would have.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to drink boba. I mean, I will drink boba tea, but I wasn't in the mood for boba tea.
You are a boba.
Sometimes. All
right, so 1 coat of red. 95% off of my shirts are under $20 or I won't buy them. Yeah. It was Michelle. Hey, Cheryl. Yeah, Julie. Right. Yep. Absolutely. I wanted to shop and try on things because I told myself I'm not going to buy any more clothes unless I try them on. Well, I just didn't have it in me today to try clothes on. But I'm going to need to try clothes on before we leave for our trip. So I'm just going to go by myself. Be best. And Zach will go with me. He'll be my driver. He'll be my driver.
No.
All right. I'm going to use this lighter pink color for the pig. It's called Pool Skirt Pink. And we're going to need quite a bit of this on here. You could use a sponge brush or even a paintbrush. But they had the Christmas trees up at the Galleria Mall still.
It's done.
It was very pretty. It's a really nice mall. Oh, and we went to the Netflix house.
How did you walk in it?
Like
The movie theater.
gift shop, I guess, kind of thing. They had a food court in there. They had like Stranger Things, like themed shows that are on Netflix. They had merchandise that you could purchase. Like Wednesday, like Wednesday Adam, her show was on there. Of course, Stranger Things, One Piece, which I think is like anime.
It's a live action of the anime. But it is the
I forget what else.
It's that's the Netflix theater.
Yes, but it's not opening until the 11th. Oh no, that was December. Never mind.
Yes, they also have that huge gift store area.
So I don't know what the Netflix house is all about.
So like the Stranger Things finale that came out on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, you can watch it there.
New Year's Eve. That's where you could watch it. That's where you go.
Okay, gotcha.
When they have premieres like that, that's where you go watch it. Sometimes they'll do.
Seems a little
showings.
excessive to build just a movie theater for that.
It's how you get nominated for Oscars.
Okay.
You have streaming services.
All right, so let's add some more. The retreat, Laura, is in Tennessee. Or Kentucky. Wherever the Grand Ole Opry is, y'all. Where's that at?
Nashville.
Nashville, yeah, Tennessee. Yeah, in March. And yes, Laura, I'm going to that.
Are you really?
Yes, I've had my ticket since last year.
Is that one I have to go to?
I think so.
No. It doesn't sound like it is. In March?
Yeah. I bought my ticket like
When in March?
end of March.
Okay. So you got a real busy March coming up.
I know. Okay, let's paint this. This is supposed to be the pig's ear.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah. Bull in a china shop over here. Yeah, Nashville. Yeah, Julie, there was a pair of shoes that Jackson was looking at today that were $98, and they were the ugliest things I've ever seen in my life.
Were they the Birkenstocks?
No, he didn't want those.
Oh.
He did not have he wanted nothing to do with the Birkenstocks that he originally asked for Christmas.
I wonder if I convinced him.
No, I think he was just influenced by his friend that had them.
I know, but I wonder if me talking to him about the faults in those shoes.
Yeah, make your feet stink.
That's the biggest downside.
You sweat.
They're so comfortable. I love those shoes. But now that wearing socks with sandals is appropriate.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing. And I tried to make it a thing back then, but everyone was like, no, can't do that, Zach.
You look like a weirdo.
It's like brown and black don't go together. Guess what goes together now? Brown and black. And socks and sandals. Zach was ahead of his time in fashion industry, yet once again, denied.
He likes to think that.
Here, let's get your phone.
All right, let's go in with another coat of red. And yes, so I'm going to Nashville in March. I was there last year. But I'm going to a day early, and the actual meeting and stuff is at the Grand Ole Opry. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be great. And then we go to Louisiana in January, and then we go on our cruise in March. Then I go back to Louisiana, I think in April. There's a lot going on. Okay, so a second coat of red should do the trick. This is Tuscan red. I typically will do 2 to 3 coats. Just kind of depends on Really depends on my project. Because sometimes I'll just stress a lot. So I kind of darken the red anyways with the black soot distress oxide. But then sometimes I don't. So then that is when I typically will add a third coat. This, I don't know yet. I have to wait to see how it dries. All right, let's check our pink. What did I say this was? Fuchsia Pop. Fuchsia Pop ain't popping. Okay, so this is coat number 3 of Fuchsia Pop. You love the opera, yes. No socks with sandals. There's a small Randall Opry and also Paula Deen. Yes, there is them all. It's the Opry, right? No. Opryland Hotel. The Gaylord is there. I've stated that before years ago. I don't know where I'm staying. I need to probably figure that out, honestly. I think my sister is flying in one of the days to go with me. We're just busy people. 2026 is going to be great, y'all. It's going to be epic. I just know it. I just feel it. So y'all better hold on. Enjoy the ride. Because pretty soon we're going to be selling Scrub Daddy holders. Opry Mills, yes. Katie, my mother-in-law or my mom will stay here. They're cool like that. They're cool like that. Okay, so this is like a really bad, broken, bent cardboard. I'm going to dry this pink and see. No, Zach won't go with me to that. I want to see if I need another coat of this. Sometimes when you dry it, you get a different look, and I already see it. I need more. Okay, we still have to paint her dress, but we're doing great. Okay, now I'm gonna make this easy on myself, and I'm gonna grab a sponge. I just got it all over my finger, and I'm just gonna give this a go. So if y'all want our large Marge pig, she is Valentine themed. Just comment the word pig. She is 25% off tonight, only until midnight. And then she goes back up to regular price. She is a double layer cutout. So there is more wood involved in this. She's kind of similar, if y'all remember, to our Patchwork Santa, where you had the frame and then you had all the individual pieces that go inside of it. It's very similar to Patchwork Santa, except like her finish is not going to be a patchwork, if that makes sense. We're just painting all the pieces. All right, so there is that. Now I'm just going to put a little bit here on this ear. So like a heart. And we're just going to give this a second coat. And this should do for the poodle skirt pink. We should not need another coat. Yeah, I was trying to think, Miss Deb, what color? Oh, that'll be fun, Katie. I haven't been to Branson in decades. Because I'm that old. I'm for real that old. All right, so there is poodle skirt pink. I think Miss Deb is right for the nostrils. There is a piece for, let's see here. This is going to be a darker pink. Then I'm going to do these white, and then I have this. I think I'm going to do these. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Her arms. Let's do her arms. Okay, let's try it. Yes. Branson, yes. Oh, I'm sure. Like, I'm talking, it's been a long time. Very, very long time. All right, so now what I'm going to do is just peel this off. And I'm going to slap these little nostril holes right here. And I think I'm going to do these in that same pink, because her outer part's going to be a darker pink. I don't know. We'll see. Think they need to be darker than the nose, Deb? Hi, Chandra. How are you? Okay. Let's see. Let's move this over here. Let's grab this. I think this is dry. This is that fuchsia pop pink. This is the bows. These are the bows. Okay, so I see a wet spot right there. All right, so I'm going to take all this off. Here's the amazing part about this project, y'all. We do not have to clean up the edges. Zilch. Nada. All right, let's put the nose right there. These are supposed to be white. And then we have her little dress, which that's a little big. And then we have those, and I still don't know what I want to do for that. So for the nostril, or for this part, not her nostrils, her nose, I'm going to use Marvelous, or Marvelous. I got to see what the color is. But let me just come over here and pick this up. Pick up the excess. You think it should be black or dark brown? Okay. Going west to Las Vegas. Well, that's going to be fun. I know, Teresa. Me too, girl. Me too. All right. Let's flip this around. Yeah, Marvelous. So I'm going to do this, Miss Deb. Let's see. Let us see, shall we? So this is one of the colors that came in the 40th anniversary pack that I got from Deco Art. And it is a gorgeous pink color, y'all. Super, super pretty. I'm really excited to see this done. Y'all remember that pig we did summertime? The pig in the bikini? She was super cute. She had her drink in her hand and she had her bikini on and you could see her belly and everything. And didn't we do a yellow polka dot bikini? Pretty sure we did. She's pretty darn cute. All right, so there's the nose, Miss Deb. Now what? Tell me. Heather's excited too. Heather is a huge pig fan. Like, major pig fan. Hey, Jody. All right, hold on. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb before somebody blows up my phone. Okay, I forgot. What are these? Oh, this is for her dress. Okay, I'm about to paint that something else. All right, so this is the nose, Miss Deb. And this is the color of her face. So what color? Mind you, I have the outer, like, border. The frame, what is what we would call it. The frame piece. What do y'all think? Huge, yes, huge, huge. Okay, this is white. Let's do sponge, makeup sponge here. Just cover it. We'll need a couple coats of white. This is going to be the collar to her dress. Because, you know, she is fancy like that. black. Penny the Potbelly Pig, Miss Tammy, that's cute. Diane says to paint that black. All right, let's do another coat of white. All right, let me see. I think that covered the pink. I think that looks good, except I got something on it. And it's white paint. So now we might as well do the whole thing because it's going to look funny. Because I had paint in just that one spot. All right, done. Done-zo, y'all. Black, brown, black or brown. So I guess we'll do this and this in black. My painting guy that was doing black is no longer here. So I'm just going to use this little thing right here. We're going to go over this. So it'll just look like she has a really big nostrils. It's okay. All right, there's that. I think that is good to go. So we're done with that. Now we just have her dress. And I need a long board for that. Yo, I'm all about a cutout with lots of pieces that you can just put into a frame and glue down and call it a day. All right, let me see here. We have the red one. Here is red. Let's see what I can get on here. Let's do that there. And we'll kind of do this at an angle. And then we'll put this there and this there. Look, see, we did it. Okay. My next Whatnot show is next Friday, y'all. Next Friday, the 9th at 7 p.m. Central. 7 p.m. Central. And you should see the amount of items that I have to take pictures of. I'm looking at them all right now on my cabinet. That is going to be a project for early next week. So, I will tell you that when you comment the word pig, the very bottom link, I believe it's the very bottom. Don't hold me to it if I'm wrong, is to our Whatnot page over there. It's an app you have to download in case you've never heard of it. And it is auction style, like an auction style platform. So like you are going to bid on the items that I have for sale. And the highest bid wins at the end of the time that I set. It's pretty amazing. Now y'all, don't get crazy on me and think, oh my gosh, this lady is painting crazy. I am, because I don't have to clean up my edges on these, because these are going to pop into like a frame, if you will. So just saying. Did I tell you what color this is? No. Sweet mint. She's going to have a mint dress, and she is going to rock it. But yes, you can go over there to Whatnot on our page, and you can bookmark our show and you'll start seeing items in the shop to pre-bid on, probably Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. It's a lot of fun. We have a good time. And I went shopping for giveaways. It's going to be great. I've already got a list of things for Zach to work on. We have a great time over there. Y'all should join us. Hi, Janet. How are you? Well, good, Deb. You're right. All right, so I can tell you right now, the Sweet Mint is going to give us a run for our money. This may actually take 3 coats. Okay, so what I'm going to do is plop some over here on my little foil sheet. And I'm going to grab a sponge and paint it this way just because I can get a little bit more on the sponge than I can the makeup sponge. That will then transition over to or transfer over to my cutout. That makes sense. And then we'll just make sure it's really dry and we'll see if we need that 3rd coat. Because I don't know, we might. Green can be finicky sometimes, y'all. No matter the shade. Light, dark, whatever. Green is funky comedina, as I call it. That's my new thing. Tone Loc. You know what? I need to put that on my playlist. My dad used to listen to that. Okay, I think we're good. Let's dry it real quick and see. It is, Janet. Laura, it's next Friday, 7 p.m. Central. We're moving it up 30 minutes. Because I can. Because the last show we had was about 2.5 hours long. So if we go that long again, I'll just move it up half hour. That way it doesn't get too late. All right. I think that is good. Maybe. We may need a 3rd coat. I think we might. Because I can kind of see through some of the paint. There is a lot of painting to this, y'all, but trust me when I tell you, you're going to love it. All right, let's get a little bit more. Yes, Michelle, I agree with you. I do like the pre-bids. Terry, they have not announced the location or the date. So sorry, my friend. I do not know. Probably in June or July. But the location I'm not sure of. I need more paint. I'm in the Dallas area. Yes, Miss Angie. Deco Art. It's great. Americana. They have a bunch of different brands, lines. I ordered more paintbrushes because I do like their paintbrushes, y'all. I do. All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm done with the mint. Get out. Okay, did we get everything painted? For the love. I think we did. We did. Oh, I just threw my paint away. Y'all, seriously? All right, let me just cut these and then we'll throw this away. I just threw the paint in the trash. Oh, Lemmy! Now we're going to glue all this down. I'm going to turn on my glue gun because her legs are going to be ribbon. They're going to be ribbon. Yes, you're right, Miss Deb. That's right. Sure did. Okie doke. This I just throw in the trash. It's just pretty palette. Pretty color palette. Okay, so first what we're going to do, hopefully that is dry. We're going to come over here and grab the background, which is like your base, I guess. And then look at her shoes. Look at her high heels, y'all. Stella got her groove back. Okay, and then this is just going to go right here. And this is one high heel, and this is one high heel. That goes inside there. Okay. Now, let me turn on my glue gun, and I'm going to grab my stick fast. And this is what I did last time. So, I recommend you do not glue this down first. Okay? And some of y'all might be thinking like, well, why? Well, because if you, by chance, get this, if you push this ever so slightly, and it's stuck like Chuck to your backboard, you're not going to be able to get all your cutouts on there. So if I recall what I did with the Patchwork Santa, I glued the pieces like in the frame first, and then I like lifted up the frame itself and just slid my stick fast underneath. Does that make sense? I don't know. Okay. We have pink bows. Let me just get the pieces. All right, so let's do this real quick. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So we're just going to glue all the things in here first. Okay, I'm trying to figure out if I want to distress these or not. Okay, it's definitely not that one. And then we have our high heel. Okay, so there's her high heel. Now, I think what I want to do is take my white distressing stuff and go around the edge of the shoe so that you see it a little bit more. Well, I know you see it, but like the frame, the border is there. That makes sense. And then we'll go in and we'll add like a white line later. Okay. Cool. All right, let me see if I want to do this at all. Yeah, let's do the bow a little bit. I'm glad I stopped and thought about this. Okay, so we're just going to do all the pieces in the white. I just have a finger dauber on the end of my finger. It's just easier for me to control it this way. Okay, and then we've got the little center of the bow. We're just highlighting that. All right, now we're going to hop over here and do the same thing to her other shoe or her other bow. Yes, definitely adds dimension, but you certainly do not have to do this step. No, no, no. I cannot wait to see her done. In this, Jerry. My friend Dana got me that. They all came like unused. And then I just, as I started using them with my inks and stuff, I just store them right there. That way I know which one to grab for which color. All right, let me go ahead and just do this. This is kind of a process, y'all, but at the end of the day, you will like it. I promise. Okay, so that's the big part. I'm really confused. This is not her bow. Oh, it is. Okay. Just looked funny. I'm like, this looks much bigger than that little spot, but it's not a little spot. It's large. Like I said, she is 19 inches. So if you were looking for a large pig to hang somewhere, I got it. I got you covered. If you know a friend who likes pigs, I got you covered. Just comment the word pig. My page will send you a message. The second link will be where you can get this this lady, 25% off until midnight tonight, January 2nd. 2026, y'all. Can you believe that? Okay. Let me grab the second high heel. Do the exact same thing. Because, you know, that's what we're doing. And then we're going to do the shoes. And then we're going to start working on her body. Okay. Okie dokie. You know what? Hold on. Let me just do the hooves real quick while I have this out. At least the white. Hi, Jenny. She loves pigs and Highland cows. So are you the Highland cow lover too, Missy? Or is it just her? All right, y'all. Yeah, large Marge, Michelle. Large Marge. Okie doke. Shoes. So we're going to put our frame down, right? Then we're going to take the high heel. And then we're just going to put this right in here. Okay, we're gluing that to the back piece. Remember? We're gluing that to the back piece. Then we're going to grab the little curly, swirly, whatever. Put that right in there. Let's glue this piece right there. This one go here? Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to let that dry. All right. Then I'm going to grab the next high heel or her foot or whatever we want to call it. Lena likes turtles. I don't know that I've ever seen a turtle with high heels. Not saying there isn't any. Okay, there's that. Now we're going to go and do the bow. Yeah, why does she have a shoe on her chest? Surprise! And then we've got our little swirl. Okay, there's that. So I'm going to let these dry. I'm going to set them over here out of the way, making sure they don't shift. You know, Stick Fast likes to sneak up on you and shift. Okay. Here we have the ear. Let me grab both of the ears. Now this I don't think I'm going to distress this, y'all. unless you tell me otherwise. I'm just trying to see. One right there. One right here. Okay. So there are the ears. Now I'm going to grab the face. It's a big old face. And I'm just going to set that right there for a second because I want to see what the nostrils and the nose are going to look like. Okay, we have the outer border, the frame piece. Maybe I got it upside down. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Now, remember, we painted both the frame of the nostrils and the nostrils in black. And there is a right or wrong way to do this. And I want to see what it looks like. Okay, so there's the black. Yeah, it goes with the mustache. Okay, hold on. Okay, so there's that. Then I'm going to just take a marker and do that. Y'all think that looks okay? We good? We good? Are we good? Because then we've got her collar. Like that. Then we've got that and we've got that. Right? Yay? All right, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to take all this off. That's how that goes. Okay. No distressing, right? I forgot to ask that. I don't think so. I mean, we got the bow. I know this isn't how it goes, but I don't know, y'all. Something tells me I need to distress it. All right, let me grab her dress. Like I said, you don't have to do this step. You could totally cut this out and you'd probably be done with your project already. But you know, here at A to Z Designs, we're a little extra. Y'all, tomorrow we are doing our family experience Christmas gift that I got. You know, last year we did the cookie decorating. This year we are going to something that's called Bat Box. And it is like a place where you go and you can eat, but you also have these private rooms and there's like a simulator on the screen and you like swing the bat and like it, I don't know, like looks like you hit the ball. So we have that tomorrow. I'm excited. I got us the VIP experience. I have no idea what it entails, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. I like doing new things with my family. Not do the same old, same old. All right, there's that. Missy's very extra. Yeah, Michelle. Mr. Pryor. She's a biggin'. She is the talk of the town. with her big old bows. Because, you know, it's Big Bow Friday. And we're not making a big bow, but we're giving this lady a couple big bows. Okay, I love this color on this Sweet Mint. Right? Sweet Mint is the paint. And this is Peacock Feathers. They go together like peas and carrots. Just saying. Okay, so that is the only thing with this color we need to worry about. Okay, so I'm going to put this back over here. And I'm going to grab pickled raspberry. No, picked raspberry, not pickled raspberry. It would take you 2 days to do the pig. Why? Why would it take you 2 days, Miss Deb? Everybody needs the pig in their life. She's pretty darn cute. All right, let's do the other ear. We've already done the bow. You can exit. How would you give her googly eyes, Miss Deb? There's room for that. See how you just take this finger dauber and just go swipe, 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 swipe. Yes, ma'am. She's big and bold. She's big and bold, and she's a beauty. Heather, I don't know if you were expecting a big old lady like this, but you're getting her. That's for darn sure. She, I love, love, love. I'm sure you guys know if you've been around here a while, the large door hangers. Very large. They are my favorite. And I don't think you can have too many door hangers. Now, you may not have doors to put them on, but you know, Miss Deb here, she hangs them in her windows. Heck, y'all. Hang him on the wall. Be proud. Okay, so that is done. Look, see? Boom. Now, what else do we have? We have the white and we have the red. Okay? So, I'll tell you right now what we're going to do is for the red, we're going to use black soot. Is there anything particular reason I'm not getting notifications? No, I don't know. You may have to make sure that you are following our page, Miss Anita, and save us as a favorite. Sometimes they will, just kick you off the notification crew. We didn't. Not us. All right, so I love the black soot on the red, y'all. I know you can't see it right now. It's fine. You'll get over it. Deb wants her. But yeah, I need to make sure that you have us saved as a favorite on our page. Are you getting notifications in the broadcast channel? Because I do share it in there. Some days things are just wonky. All right, now we've got, this is second to last heart. Then we have her, what do you call it? Collar to her dress. Really excited about this. Deb has big ones. Yes, larger cutout is easier to paint, but storage would be the problem. Yes. You know, you could just slide her under your bed, Michelle. Just saying. She'd be okay. Put her in a trash bag whenever you're not using her so that she doesn't get dinged up. And you just slide her under your bed or your couch even. In between the refrigerator and the countertop. See, I'm giving y'all plenty of options. All right. The only thing I have here is the white. Okay, and I think the white Let's just do it in pink. Why not? Because I'm not going to distress white with white. You won't see it. Okie doke. There we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's put this away. The only thing we didn't do, oh shoot, we forgot her little arms. Hold on. Her arms were neglected. Poor arms. I'm so sorry. Come back here. They're not big. I've never seen real into pigs. Yeah, Lena, I'm telling you. I'm not into pigs either. You don't see pigs in my house, but you're going to see this girl until I sell her on Whatnot. Hanging up right back here behind us. She brings me joy. And what do I tell you guys? Do things, get things that bring you joy. Period, the end. What am I doing? This goes in here. I'm a little all over the place right now because I'm really excited. All right, we're just going to set this right there. Okay, y'all ready to start this? Let me just wipe my hands off. The Distress Oxide will get on your fingers. Or keep her hanging up all year round because she says love, and love is love, right? Barbara's not a fan of door hangers on my front door. I took an old door and made it porch leaner. Oh, and use that to hang your door hangers. I love that, Barbara. Heather says she's putting her on the wall and she is not coming off. All right, here we go. The only thing I need to worry about, though, y'all, is I need to do her eyes. And I don't know if I want to do it. You want to distress the nostrils? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Well, shoot, just when you thought you were done. I think instead of using a marker for the eyeballs, I might just use our little, like, dotting tools. Does that make sense? I don't have my pad out here. Okay, there's that. I did not distress her nose, but I don't know that we're really going to need it. Do we need it? Y'all, I just can't. I can't with myself sometimes. There's just so many things. I mean, you really can't see it a whole lot, but you can see it some. So bear with me. I forgot. So her eyes are scored on here, so you know where to either paint the arch or use a marker. I guess I could use a marker. Okay. Now, I think we're done with that. Whew. Okay, I'm going to set those right there. Let me see. This has a bullet tip on it. Let me just do this. Yeah, that'll work. It's going to have to because, I mean, we're already done. Yep. Okay. Cool beans, jelly bean. All right. Let's add our frame. Now, remember, on the nose, you need to make sure that you get it the correct way. And you will know because your circles on this will line up. So that is not lined up. So that means I turn it around at some point in my life. Okay. So now I'm going to lift this off and we're going to glue this on. And this is stick fast. Make sure you get the thick. It's very similar to super glue. Okay, now I'm going to line it up on the score marks where the circle is for her nose. Okay, then I'm going to grab, I think I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. And then I got to see which ones go where. I think that one goes there. Maybe. Hold on. Hi, Mary. Hey, Rach. Let me flip this around. Nope, I was right the first time. Okay. Grab this one. All right, so her nose is now glued. The only thing that is not glued on her is the frame of the nose. So what I'm going to do, and sometimes I don't even need to because it's on there pretty tight. I'm going to just let it dry and then we'll come back to it. Okay. Now we're going to get this on here. And I'm going to start by doing the face because it's the center point for everything so that all the surrounding frame will stay in place. Does that make sense? All right, here we go. Yeah, she doesn't have lashes. I don't know if I'm going to freehand lashes. I'm not very good at that. Like, it's got to be scored on there for me, Barbara. All right, I just want to make sure that this is straight. And everybody's in its space and place. Okay, so I'm going to work up here. And I don't remember which ear goes where. Now make sure you hit the heart button if you love this. 25% off until midnight tonight. Just comment the word pig. The message I send you, that second link in that message will be where you can grab it. There's no code needed. Oh, look at her. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's going to go there. You know what? Let me transition to this down here. Okay, so let's do our collar. Oh, I'm so glad, Heather. I did this because of you. You know that, right? Okay, so now we're going to do her dress. And it's just going to slide right in there. Oh my gosh, y'all, look. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. All right, so now I'm going to put a heart right there. And then we have the letters. And they're going to slide right in there. Hey, Kathy, you don't need to apologize. I'm not into pigs either, but I'm making a pig. And she's going to hang right there. All right, then there's a little red piece right here that's going to go, that's like going to be in the filling in of the heart. Y'all know what I mean? Like so. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom piece of her dress. Rachel, have you seen her feet? Can you see her feet? They're high heels. With a bow. Okay, so I'm just making sure that that is glued. Remember, I'm not gluing the frame. I'm just gluing the cutouts that go inside the frame. Okay, now we've got her little arms. Let's do this one over here. Okay, and then we've got, let's do L. Hi, Nita. Oh, you saw them. Okay. Aren't they cute? L is for love, y'all. L is for love. Okay, it's definitely not that one. Her little hooves are different sizes. E. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you what. I am so glad we added the distressing. Total game changer. Don't you think, Barbara? Okay, now we're going to transition back to the top, making sure everything is pushed down, and we're going to finish her off here, and then we got to add her legs. Because, you know, she's got to have her legs. This is part of her bow. So, Lanisa, I did not glue the frame first because I did not want to accidentally push in a side of it or right here enough to where my cutouts wouldn't fit. I've learned my lesson. I will go back and glue the frame. Right now, I just want to make sure that all my pieces fit because this is such a thin frame that even like down here, if I would have glued the frame first and this was off by a hair and I tried to go put this in after this was glued, I wouldn't be able to get this part in. And then I'd have to try and like take the frame off and could potentially break the frame. Does that make sense? Look at her. Okay, so now, like this piece I can lift. So I'm just going to slide my stick fast under there and just glue it. Okay. Same with over here. All right. I'm just going to slide my stick fast over there and glue it. Then I'm going to come over here and like see how the frame is now coming up. I can just add a bunch of stick fast all around. And now my frame is glued on this side. Okay. Am I really concerned about this? No, because I have it here and I have it here. It's not going to come off. Now, am I going to lift this frame piece up? Absolutely not. No way, Jose. Okay. So now I'm going to work on the top. See how all of that just came off? And then I'm just going to push it back down. And now my top is glued. Yes, Lorena. Yes. Yes, girl. Yes. All right. Did we glue this side? I don't remember. Okay. So there's that. Now we're going to come over here and put it there. And then just a little bit right here. And did I figure out if I needed it? I'm not going to do a whole lot on the nose. I'm just going to glue that one spot. Because at the end of the day, that one spot is not going to allow the whole thing to come off. And honestly, it took me a little bit of muscle to get that off. Okay, so now we have her feet right here. Okay, so this is where I don't know what I'm doing. I have ribbon that we're going to use for her legs. Now, I have small polka dots or I have large polka dots. Which one should we use? Yes, less chance. Yep. You're right. Ooh, I kind of like the big polka dots, y'all. Kind of like the big. Big polka dots, large and in charge, yes. Okay, let's do the big ones. All right, so I've never done anything like this before, so we're going to have to be strategic with this. I'm going to measure my ribbon at 10 inches. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is put this away, out of the way, out of the way. Yes, she needs big dots. You're right, Darcy. I like big dots and I cannot lie. Just go in the thing. Okay. I'm going to start by gluing the back. No. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start by gluing them up here. Okay, so watch and learn, because, you know, we might have to rip this off if we don't get it right. So I'm going to glue one there. And using my little mat here to keep it straight. And then I'm going to glue one here. Does that look okay? I honestly don't know. No worries, Debbie. Okay, let me just see. I mean, her legs are a little off. Like, this one is probably too... maybe not. I don't know. It's fine. Oh, look. And my hand got stuck to the frame because the stick fast is off the edge. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to glue her shoes. Like that. I'm going to have the bottom of that shoe touching that line and the bottom. Oh, you know what we didn't do on this? We did not glue the frame. It's moving on me. Make sure you glue your frame if it starts to move, okay? Let me do the same thing over here. Almost done. Okay, that feels good. Okay. All right, let's get back to what we were doing. I'm going to put her foot touching the line at the bottom. Same with this. Right there. I think either way, it's going to be just fine. Okay, so I'm going to lift this up. And I'm going to lay it down. And then I'm going to lift this up. Lay it down. Okay? Now we have glue strings everywhere. Like, I feel like this leg is off. Thank you, Angie. Yeah, I may have to do staples. I did, Amanda. Thank you. Okay, I got to make sure these dry first, guys, and I'm getting this stick fast everywhere, so bear with me just a second. Okay, now we got to add all the things, like all the lines, because we're not done. She's going to get a little bit more energized, a little bit more, not energized, decorative. Is that moving or is it just me? Okay, those are the shoes. Now, I think we're dry. Let me hold her up. She's very big, y'all. Look. This is so cute. Okay, hold on. Let me put her feet back. Oh, she's bending her knees now. I just can't. I just can't. Like, I'm really getting excited about this, y'all. Oh, hold on. We're not done yet, though. She's very cute. So I like to add a little bit of this and a little bit of that to my projects with a marker. This is a Posca marker, in case you weren't aware. Just the white. Don't overthink it. Just go for it. Because otherwise you're going to sit there and you're going to be like, well, I don't know if that needs a line. I don't know if that one needs a line. Just do it. Okay. All right. Now let's do her bow up here. Let's add, y'all comment pig if you want to grab her. She's 25% off until midnight. She's 19 inches tall. She's a big girl. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, y'all ready? Oh, we need to do the hanger. The hanger needs to be done. Let me do this really quick. So I'm going to string this through the holes. Tie a knot. Okay. And then this is what we're going to glue on the back. All right, so we're going to glue this piece first directly on the back. Okay. So I'm going to glue this right here up towards the center. And then this piece right here that I put the twine through is going to go right on top of that. We call these our hangers. These are listed on Etsy, but with this cutout, you will get one so that you can hang her in all her glory. in your kitchen like Heather. Let me just press and hold. Thanks, Lavon. How are you, Lavon? She is Personality Plus. Yes. Yes, she's 25% off until midnight. No code needed. Midnight tonight, January 2nd. Okay. Now, I'm not going to hang her. I'm not going to hold her by her hanger, but let me show you guys what we did. Look how stinking cute she is, y'all. She is precious. And look at her feet. Like, she can sit right here. Look at this. Let's see if we can cross her legs. I don't know if we can. She might be. Look at her. Oh my gosh. She can bend her leg like so. She can put one leg out and bend one leg. OMG. So y'all go grab her. She's 25% off until midnight. I love her. Oh my gosh, y'all. I just stinking love her. And if you're not a pig fan, that's fine because I'm not either. But I like her. I use Poodle Skirt Pink for the face. I know, Debbie. Isn't she adorable? So, she can tap dance. Like I said, y'all, comment pig, P-I-G. Go check your messages. Grab her before she goes back to regular price. She's large and in charge, 19 inches tall. You will need ribbon to use for her legs or whatever you want to do to attach her feet. But I love her. So, go get her. Bye, friends. Have a great night.